Hello everyone, my name is Chad and welcome back to the What If Deku was Elder Centipede. So where we left off, the sorry, the elders, of course, it was late Christmas time. Everyone was joining with their family, except for Zuko, because he doesn't know that he doesn't know if he's got, like, he doesn't have a family, so he's just at the rooms by himself, watching a little bit of TV. He, as he doesn't even know, as he walks away, or no, he, yeah, so, yeah, Christmas time, it's supposed to be all jolly and all that stuff. Well, in his, like, because he's an Elder Centipede, he doesn't even know what to do. He, as All Might, he kind of knows that he just hangs around, visits with, or he just hangs around the dormant area, like a living area. As he's not in his monster form, he's just in his human form. Just like sitting down. Um, he literally like sat down. Um, he was, yeah, as Mr. Aizawa sees him and tells him that you have any family? No. Oh, I really don't know. Oh. Because so far, remember, I'm an Elder Centipede, so as yeah, when Inko heard that when she heard that her her own daughter, or no, she watched the news and she saw the Elder Centipede. She knew it was her son that she abandoned. And as yeah, but when she got surprised by when he transformed it into a human, and he also had a quirk of fire manipulation. Yeah. So her husband, Asashi, saw the same thing. And as they couldn't believe that as he or Zuko tells us or him that I'll go home and to the corner or to the forest to just as he does. Or actually, All Might had a greatest idea. Hold on, Zuko. As All Might, it gives, or actually or it was like 10 days before Christmas thing. Or no, 5 days. And Zuko, who, like, as a, so he basically, like, All Might sets up the presents so that he kind of feels like Zuko didn't have a good childhood thing or had any childhood memories. As Asashi walked in, as Zuko, or no, actually, Asashi tells All Might, "Hey, All Might, what's up?" "Nothing much. How about you?" "Well, the you know the that kid that transforms into Elder Centipede? Hmm? Yeah. Well, he I'm starting to feel bad for what we have done." "What did you do?" "Well, Inko told me that the reason why he got created, or he was born with it, because it was her past failures. So, yeah. So so All Might is like, huh, well, as he remembers that the Nomus were monsters too, so, but Zuko was a nice kid, as he doesn't want to, and so, what are you doing? Well, I kind of feel bad for Zuko, how he doesn't, because he's a monster thing, he doesn't get the Christmas thing like what we have. Yeah, that's reasonable. As the yeah, as yeah. So then now Christmas came, and then everybody celebrates it. Zuko is still sleeping through it as he puts his head underneath his little, like, his big body, like how flamingos, or no, or not flamingos, ostrich dunks their heads in like a sand or into the thing. Well, he ends up putting it underneath his body. Honey. So he was like tearing up as he couldn't believe. As the like after Christmas as he went back to school. Oh, or actually during Christmas thing, it looked like he was a mountain. As All Might knows, it's just Zuko. So he walks up, taps on his skin as he lifts his head up out of from his body as he looks around, or he looks down at All Might. As, yeah, come on in. I know that you. Okay? As he transforms into his human form. And, yeah. So when he became. He doesn't have any Christmas things. As he got. Yeah. A lot of presents. Yeah. He starts tearing up. Oh, because he is so like happy that his own like the pro heroes couldn't believe that he's tearing up because how happy he is. As All Might and like you never had this an opportunity. As he says no, but when I always been living living with in my own body for so long. I never get the opportunity to spend it with anyone. As he couldn't believe that yeah, he tears up as All Might and and as yeah, All Might couldn't believe that they they never seen him cry before, or how yeah, as he tells or they or he tells them that he's been mostly eating. It's like a survival of the fittest for me. Didn't or I didn't like that opportunity. As yeah, as Yeah, because it was such a good memory. She's Now I'm starting to tear up because how sad it was. Yeah. It was just like, yeah. So then after Christmas, or actually during this Christmas, everyone thought because Momo, who, and all the parents, or all the parents that knew that Zuko was the Elder Centipede, they all asked him before Christmas of what do you do on these on Christmas stuff or any holiday. Well, to be honest, I never get the opportunity. It's the survival of the fittest for me. You, you eat, sleep, and then do some running around to see if there's do some exercise stuff, and that's it. Because there's no one, and as yeah. So they ended up, yeah. So most of them, got him a phone, some toys, like some of them, because they kind of feel bad for Zuko. Even, yeah. So, the Christmas, of course, they know that every time he sleeps, looks like a mountain. Yeah. Yeah. So now after Christmas, they went back to their usual schedule. Oh, like like he trains a lot harder than anyone. He really doesn't have a bedroom. Yeah, he only has his own skin to go into. And yeah. So then the heroes, this is overhaul foundation things or whatever. Yeah. Overhaul arc. Ball throw. Or dodgeball. Yeah. So Mirio is like, huh, guess you're the only person, or you're the only creature that I actually do know. Huh. Well, the Zuko who says thanks. And one day, or actually, let's skip the overhaul fight. And yeah, So all three of them, those three, they knew who Zuko was. As he peeled his own skin, or not peeled, but really so yeah, Ares and him. Yeah. So during one of the special days, because it's parallel universe thing, they had a spare holiday was where everyone was at their house hanging out with their parents or their loved ones, as Ares didn't get that opportunity because her family all died. Or no, yeah. And Zuko was like, or no, she was crying. She thought about it, but then Zuko comes and tells her that you don't need to cry. Think about me as your brother. Okay? I know that we're not blood related. Okay? As she spends time with him. Yeah, she spends time with him and tells her, or he tells her that no matter if I'm human or a monster, and there's one thing that I see in you, my own sister. I see you as my sister, not the. Okay? And she is happy about that. As she hugs him. Um, and he gives her piggyback rides and, like, yeah. And she heard that when Overhaul told, or no, one of the Overhaul's goons told her about there's a monster named Elder Centipede thing. Yeah. She kind of knew who they were talking about now. As, yeah. But one day, or after that, the Inko finally decided to put her big girl pants on. Yeah. Hun. And walk all the way to UA. Or, yeah. Or Sashi puts his big boy pants on. Walks to UA with Inko. Tells Zuko that they want him back. Or they want him to be Zumi's brother. Or actually, they don't know where he's at. Or Inko doesn't know. Like, where is he? As Sashi knew where he's at. As he looks at the mountain. Hey, Zuko, time to wake up, little fella. Or big fella. As they're like, as Inko thinks he's crazy. But then when the mountain shook, he lifts his head up. Um, 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 as Inko had that reaction. Like, what? Yeah. What is it? She. As Zuko looks at him, as his eyes are droopy, like his eyes are. He's just trying to wake up. But he can't see straight, so he's transforms into a human form. Yeah. And he's not drunk, he's just tired out. Yeah, so yeah. He gets his own body heat warm. It's like a volcano. Yeah. So most people things are actually Inko, or actually Sashi brought some coffee so that for him, he wants the iced coffee, so he gave it. Give me some time to wake up. So that's what Zuko says. Please. Sure. As he walks, he's all tired out. As he turns this girl or woman. Oh, that's my. Hey. We want you to be in the He family. We want you to be in our family. In Midoriya family. Yeah. He doesn't have memories of, like, what Midoriya family was. So Inko remembers who he was. Her own child that she gave birth to. As she says, as Asashi told her that he goes by the name of Zuko, so that he can't. So she says, "Okay, we want you to be with us." Okay. As Inko says that, or as, yeah. And guess what else happened before Sashi came with Inko, before he even went to bed, Momo exchanged numbers of course Zuko exchanged numbers with all his friends because he's new at using phones. But of course, Nezu made sure it was the monster-sized phone, like that's indestructible and can be latched onto underneath his skin and be called out. So yeah. So yeah, Inko, so Momo, and Grad Girl, and the I was gonna say Frog Girl, but then I was like, or that girl, the one that's in the blue hair, not dark blue, the light blue, one that you see before you. Yeah, she ends up has a little group thing with him, so that the like, how are you feeling and all that stuff. And yeah, the and they have their little like fan club for Zuko because how popular he is. Yeah, all the girls are arguing of who should he date. As Momo says, he should have date ain't like Ochako. As Ochako makes that face like, what? Or some of them are like, or you, Momo, because you found him first. Yeah. Um. They're arguing of who would be picked to be Zuko's girlfriends. Yeah. It's like he doesn't care if it was like one or three. Yeah. So they cast their votes in. Like they picked silver haired girl because she likes spooky stuff. They chose Momo for finding Elder Centipede. And they chose, of course, Toga actually, in this alternate what if thing, Toga was at UA instead of the villain. Yeah. So she was like a number 4. So yeah. As they asked him, or they know where he's at. He's sleeping. And as yeah. As yeah, Jiro tried to use her in order to wake him up. Um he just yeah. So Ochako, or actually Momo, or Zuko lifts his head up. And is it school time? No, but it's way too early. But the me, of course, Momo says me and these two girls, Ochako and Toga, or no, not Ochako, silver-haired girl, Rinko, I think. Me, or no, this is what Momo is saying. Me, Rinko, and Toga were debating of who would be your crush. Who would it be? As they have to, like, every time he is sleeping, or if someone wakes him up, he's drowsy. So they had to give him a cup of coffee, or like something to make him stay awake. As he says, huh, well, I would rather, when you say crush, do you mean like the love kind, or the like crushing them into bacon bits? Uh, it's the love one, the very first one that you said. Okay, I would rather choose all three of you. Um, as yeah, as not even kidding with you, because I know that the all three of you likes three different things about me. As yeah, so then they were dating, and most people find that weird to date somebody that's like the size of a truck, or no, size of a entire planet, or like longer. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and yeah. So yeah, then Zuko, or no, Inko Asashi tells him that, yeah, and Inko tells him that the story, or Inko tells Zuko that story of how he was born, as he doesn't have memories of it. So, yeah. So, Inko, who, or Sashi, tells Zumi that she already had a brother, but without telling her. As she looks at them, and be like, who was it? Or who is he? And, well, you know that big centipede looking thing? Yeah, that is your brother, Zuko Hu Midoriya. As Inko tells her this story of why she made it, or why the with all that stuff going on. So yeah, she ends up becoming not dumbfounded. Of course, she actually cares about her brother now. As she cares, as yeah, he was too big for it. So yeah, as every time they have the heater go out thing, there's a spare like tube, like fiery tube that allows him to breathe into, that can heat the engine, not overheats, but the heats up a pipe. As he just, because how big his mouth is, yeah. The So yeah, this is the end of the what if. And those three that I told you about, the Momo, Rinko, and Toga, they got married to Zuko and had 2 kids each. So basically 6 kids. 3 boys, 3 girls, and they all 6 of them has their own monster versions, like what their dad has. But with the yeah. And plus he is also helping support course because he every time he peels his skin or his scales off of like that Elder Centipede thing, yeah, they end up making new like materials out of it. Yeah, that's scary. It's just when he peels his skin off every single time. So yeah, the villains and crime rate was down about 0% because when they heard about that. So yeah, and he even surrounded us, not at school but the his own house with his own yeah. Let's say they had a house or mansion because the Zuko's got paid to in big bucks by the government. Literally, like his money is he pays or no, he gets is 500 grand and and 500 grand for each deed that he did. So he makes a lot of money. They made even a big hole in the ground that allows him to slip right through. You know? And yeah. Hold on. Sorry about that. My nose was runny. So yeah. So Zuko was basically, because it was big enough for him to go in, so that when he doesn't want to be seen, he made a lot of money. Money, 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 money. Sorry. So yeah, as yeah, he uses it a lot more. And he also uses some of the money thing because his tunneling thing or his ability, he goes right underneath the school so that when he needs to go really fast in his monster form, he could launch it out and like do his hero work, or come right back, transform, do his school things. Yeah. So yeah, then it's like a missile. Yeah. Plus, he's like a little bazooka. So yeah. So yeah. And the kids, or he actually learn or teaches them how to use like their cells, like their monster cells, to transform into their human forms, like as they transform back and forth. Yeah. And as he was a pro hero, as Endeavor said, it was, or there was a meteor came down over that, as Endeavor tells, or he yells out Zuko, as yeah, as Zuko uses his tail, oh, or his big head to swing, and like he literally swung his head, and man, oh man, the the meteor went the other direction, like basically like went out of the orbit. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's as it was pretty painful. He even lost his skin, or some of his skin, and he doesn't die. So yeah, he's immortal and he can never age at all. So he could be 1.6 trillion tons, or 6 trillion years old. Yeah. And he still looks younger than he looks. Yeah. And Zuko takes care of his family. He actually tells them that no matter what, I'll take good care of you. As they ask, or actually Seal asked Zuko, there's what should we do? Well, as Zuko remembers that he's the largest and longest, and the boat was, let's say, a pirate boat, was pretty big. So he ends up going over the water, grabs the boat, drags it to the shore, or as he remembers, there's like he actually used his or dark warp he just learned to use a couple days before to warp all the like his friends and family away from the boat. And yeah, he drags the boat in, and he does all that stuff. So yeah, so bye. Peace out, y'all.